Hey friends, Teacher Prix here with another video for you, and I'm sorry if I'm shaking. I'm not very good at the whole vlog thing, but here I am with another video for you. What is today's video about? It's about writing. And is writing important? Learn 3 reasons why writing is important. And there are many reasons why writing is important, but I wanted to make this video short, okay? And why did I want to make this video? Because every now and then I see people talking about writing and taking writing for granted, you know. And why am I against this? Because I believe that the key to learning English is balance. And if you don't have balance, it's going to be not impossible to learn. I don't believe any things are impossible, but I believe it's going to be more challenging than it should be. Okay, so why not balance your studies? The first reason is by writing, you will learn about your limitations. Exactly. When you start to write, you start to learn more about what you can do and about what you can't do. And here's the thing, when we speak, when we are speaking English to someone, when we are having a conversation, it's more difficult to think. It's difficult because you don't have time to think of what you're going to say. It's difficult to remember rules. It's difficult to think about grammar. So consequently, we make mistakes. It's natural. I make mistakes when I'm speaking. It's part of the game, okay? You will make mistakes. It's part of it. You know, let it go. But when you're writing, you have time to think. And that's, my friends, why this is the reason number 1. You learn about your limitations. And sometimes when we are speaking and we make a mistake or we forget something, we don't have time to write down, oh, I would try to study this next time, or I would try to study this. You don't have time to do that, to analyze your English speaking, because you're having the conversation right there. But when you sit down and write, you have to dedicate a bit more time. So consequently, you get to understand what you're good at and what you're not, and what you really need to work on. So this is reason number 1. Reason number 2, you explore vocabulary and structure. You explore grammar. Again, the same thing happens in speaking. I have a lot of vocabulary, okay? But I can't always remember these words when I am speaking, because sometimes I remember what's easier, you know? Simple like that. However, when I sit down and I dedicate time to writing, I get to remember words that I would never use in spoken language. Not because they are not used in spoken language, but because I forget, you know, because I'm in a rush, or because I'm not thinking too much, I'm just speaking. But when you get to write, you focus a little bit more on the structure, you focus a little bit more on different words, different phrasal verbs, different expressions. And by repeating these words, you will consequently improve your speaking, because you start to feel comfortable with these expressions, with these words, with these phrasal verbs. And when you realize, you start using it. So that's why reason number 2 is also a very good reason, because by using the structure, by using these different words, this different vocabulary, you are going to help your speaking, because if you practice your writing, you will help your brain remember these words faster when you have to speak them. Okay, but does this happen overnight? No, it takes time. It's not gonna happen if you just write once a week or once in a blue moon. It's not like that. You need to be consistent with your writing if you want to see results that stick, okay? They say you save the best for last, which is an expression, and I love it. By writing, you learn how to organize your thoughts and ideas. And I think this is the biggest difficulty students have when they are speaking, when they are having conversations, especially when they are in the transition from beginner to pre-intermediate, or from pre-intermediate to a stronger intermediate. That's when they start to have problems to organize ideas. They have all this structure, all this vocabulary, all these new words, but they can't seem to organize them consistently. Writing will help you with that. And you know, and you don't need to write like 3 sheets of paper, you know, it doesn't have to be long essays. But when you sit down and you organize your thoughts, you organize your ideas to come up with an essay or a short paragraph, you are helping your speaking as well, because you also have to do the same, but faster. When you speak English to someone, you also need to organize your ideas and thoughts, but you need to do it faster. So that's why I think by writing, you are gonna be practicing and preparing yourself for speaking, because you also need to organize your ideas and thoughts, just like when you do in speaking. However, when you do in writing, you have more time. And this will help you, all this preparation will help you. These ideas, these reasons, if you think about it, they are so intertwined, they're so connected that it's difficult sometimes to tell them if they are different. Sometimes I feel like these three reasons at the end of the day are the same, okay? Writing is a preparation for the real world. And if you use it wisely, if you use it strategically, you are going to improve your speaking tremendously. When I was preparing for the Cambridge certificate, I would have the speaking practice that I sometimes did by myself. I would just look at the mirror and say, I would answer the questions, you know. But on other days, I studied every day, so I did different activities every day. So on special days, I would sit down and I would write my answer. I would write what I would like to say, and I would do exactly what I'm telling you guys. I would organize my thoughts and ideas. I would do bullet points, organizing my thoughts, organizing what I would like to say. And then after that, I would come up with a paragraph, writing, thinking, what kind of structure can I use here? Can I use present perfect? Can I use past? You don't need to know all these names, but the writing will give you this preparation that you need when you have to give an answer, when you have to answer a question or to talk to someone, not just like answering questions. But that is just to show you that I felt much more prepared when I did that. And today I am where I am because I started doing all these exercises. So think about it, you know, go find a piece of paper, write something down, you know, write what you understood from this video, what lessons you learned today, and starting developing the habit of writing. I'm sure that by doing that, you're gonna get really good results. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.